The final chapter of the Australian Open has arrived. Day 15 delivers the dream matchup the tennis world has been craving since the draw was revealed. Fresh off the heels of Elena Rybakina lifting the women's trophy yesterday, Rod Laver Arena prepares for its grand conclusion, the battle for the men's crown. We have witnessed 2 weeks of grit, pressure and survival all converging on this single match. Novak Djokovic stands as the gatekeeper of history, while Carlos Alcaraz looks to seize the future. One legend, one rising superstar, and the biggest prize in tennis on the line. Let's finish this. Carlos Alcaraz, 22 years old and the world number one, steps onto the blue hardcourt of Rod Laver Arena chasing history, a chance to become the youngest man ever to complete a career Grand Slam. Across the net stands Novak Djokovic, 38 years old, ranked number 4, and still the ultimate standard of excellence in Melbourne. A 10-time Australian Open champion, Djokovic enters this championship decider trailing Alcaraz 4 wins to 5 in their already legendary head-to-head rivalry. But before turning our attention to the final, let's rewind to the semi-finals and see how both players earned their place here. The Spaniard reached the semi-finals, his best result at this Grand Slam, having never gone past the quarter-final stage before without dropping a set, highlighted by a convincing quarter-final victory over home favourite Alex de Minaur. This semi-final at the Australian Open delivered everything you want from a Grand Slam showdown: tension, momentum swings, and elite shot-making under pressure. On one side, Carlos Alcaraz, explosive, creative, and fearless on the big stage. On the other, Alexander Zverev, powerful, composed, and determined to control the tempo with his serve and baseline weight. From the opening sets, the contrast in styles was clear. Alcaraz bringing variety and improvisation, Zverev answering with depth and precision. Neither player allowed long runs. Every momentum shift was quickly challenged. It felt less like a match and more like a series of pressure tests. But a single break in the first set, and that same break proved decisive, was enough to tilt the scoreboard to 2 sets to love for the Spaniard, with the second set decided in a tiebreak.
Pure deliverance with full volume, and you wouldn't expect anything less from Carlitos as he takes the 2 sets to love lead.
Midway through the battle, the match tightened even further. Despite Alcaraz dealing with a muscle issue, the rallies grew longer, the serving patterns heavier, and the point construction near perfect on both ends.
That's brilliant. Wunderbar from the German.
A handful of key games, especially on break chances, defined the direction of each set. And one of the turning moments came in a late set service game where the pressure peaked. Bold shot selection from Alcaraz, brave first serve responses from Zverev, the kind of sequences that swing semi-finals.
Very first time on Rod Laver Arena this year, a men's match will go to a 5th set.
Physically demanding, mentally exhausting, high-risk tennis with almost no margin. Down the stretch, it became a question of nerve. Who would trust their patterns? Who would step in? Who would take time away first? The closing phase was played at full throttle, with championship-level intensity from both sides. In the end, only one could move on. But this clash confirmed what the tennis world already knows. When Alcaraz and Zverev share the court, it's never just a match, it's an event.
A moment of brilliance for Carlos Alcaraz. Secures a place in his very first Australian Open final.
Carlos came through with a 3-2 victory in a match that went down in history as the longest semi-final ever, lasting 5 hours and 27 minutes. As for the 10-time champion, Novak Djokovic, after advancing without playing when Mincic withdrew, a far tougher test awaited him in the quarterfinals against Lorenzo Musetti. Djokovic appeared to be in serious trouble, trailing 2-0, before the Italian was forced to retire with an injury, bringing the match to an abrupt end. In Melbourne Park 2 days ago, tennis history felt alive again as 2 generations collided on the grandest stage of them all. On one side stood Novak Djokovic, chasing record-breaking slam glory and yet again redefining what's possible at nearly 39 years old. On the other, the defending champion Jannik Sinner, the world number 2, brimming with confidence and relentless ambition. From the outset, it was clear this wouldn't be a simple passage. Sinner, elegant yet aggressive, took the early initiative, carving out openings and seizing the first set. But Djokovic, ever the anchor under pressure, responded with relentless precision and tactical brilliance to force his way back into contention.
The greatest of all time.
This was tennis with ferocity and finesse. Spirit meeting strategy in a match that stretched the limits of both men. Momentum slipped back and forth as sets traded hands, and with every game, the weight of history grew heavier.
Absolutely sublime.
In the decisive frames, Djokovic's experience and mental steel stood tall. When the pivotal moments came, especially in the final set, he found that extra gear, converting on the chances that mattered and edging ahead when it counted most. Sinner had his opportunities, yet couldn't quite seize them in the closing moments.
Incredible champion.
At the end of a 4-hour battle, Djokovic emerged victorious, a 5-set classic that sends him into the final and keeps alive his bid for an unprecedented 25th major title. That wasn't just a semi-final, it was a testament to resilience, to legacy, and to the enduring magic of tennis at its highest level.
But he is a master at recuperating.
And now let's get into the action. We jump into the 8th game of the opening set. Alcaraz is serving to stay in it, trailing 2-5. At 15:30, the Spaniard is under pressure. After a brief exchange from the baseline, Djokovic pounces, unleashing a forehand winner, one of 8 he struck in the opener to earn 2 set points. Djokovic dominates the opener, breaking twice to take the set 6-2 in just 33 minutes, but the momentum shifts in the second. With Alcaraz leading 4-2, Djokovic serves at 15 all. The Spaniard finds his range, firing a backhand winner down the line. Alcaraz claims the second set 6-2 in 36 minutes, committing just 5 unforced errors to Djokovic's 11. Early in the third, the Spaniard threads a backhand passing shot winner past Djokovic as he charges the net. Trailing 1-2 in the third set, Alcaraz serves to open the 4th game. What follows is a moment of pure brilliance. He pulls Djokovic wide with the serve, then spreads him across the baseline, sending a wide ball that the serve manages to reach, but leaves the court exposed. Alcaraz capitalises, shows his exceptional touch, and from a defensive position finishes the rally with a forehand winner from the baseline.
Wait till you'll see this in slow motion. How has Novak got this? And then once he detonates this round the post, you think he's got it.
15-9.
You reckon he didn't want that first point in that?
With Alcaraz leading 4-2 in the third, Novak serves with a 15-love advantage. In a thrilling 16-shot rally, the Spaniard chases down a drop shot and blasts a forehand cross-court winner to level at 15 all. Alcaraz has struck 7 winners in the set to Djokovic's 11, but he refuses to fade. Alcaraz banks the third set 6-3. Locked at 5 all in the fourth, the Spaniard shows no nerves. He crunches a forehand winner to hold serve, moving within 1 game of the championship at 6-5. In the 12th game of the 4th set, the Serb serves to stay alive in the match, but the pressure tells immediately. After a brief exchange, he commits a rare unforced error, dumping a ground stroke into the net to hand Alcaraz the early lead. Facing 2 championship points at 15:40, the Serb commits a final unforced error. It is all over. After 3 hours and 1 minute, Carlos Alcaraz collapses to the court. He wins 2-6, 6-2, 6-3, 7-5 to claim his maiden Australian Open title. In doing so, he completes the career Grand Slam, adding Melbourne to his triumphs in Paris, London and New York. The head-to-head is now levelled at 5 all, but tonight belongs to the Spaniard, who conquered the Master to write his own history. Carlos finished the match with 9 aces and a total of 36 winners, just 4 more than Novak. He created as many as 16 breakpoints, converting only 5 of them. Let's now take a look at the youngest player in history to complete the career Grand Slam and then hear his thoughts on the achievement.
And so keep that welcome coming as we congratulate the Australian Open men's singles champion for 2026, Carlos Alcaraz.
Well, it's wow. I mean, obviously, first of all, I just wanted to talk about Novak. I think you know, he deserves an ovation for sure. What you're talking about? You're talking about how I'm doing the things and amazing things, but what you're doing is really inspiring. No, not for only the players, the tennis players, but the athlete, all the person around the world. For me as well. Just putting the right work, you know, hard work every day with your team, every tournament you go. And playing such a great tennis. For me, I just enjoy so much watching you play. For me, it's been an honor sharing the locker, sharing the court, and as I said, watching you play. So thank you very much for what you are doing, because as I said, it's really inspiring. It's really inspiring to me. My team over there in that you know, in that corner, it's I think nobody knows how hard I've been working, you know, in the, you know, to get this trophy. I just chased this moment, you know, so much, you know, appreciation that it was a little bit roller coaster emotionally, and we went through let's say not hearing anything about what the people were saying before coming to Australia, and we just did the right work. You know, you were pushing me every day to do all the right things. So I gotta say, I'm just really grateful for everyone I have in the corner right now, and then just as I said, this trophy is always is always yours. Then I wanna keep going. Like yeah, for me it's a little bit, as Djokovic said, a little bit weird, you know, seeing Rafa, you know, in the stands. So it's the first, I think the first time, if I'm not wrong, professional, because I know you were watching me when I was like 14 years old. So it's been a long time. But yeah, for me it's such an honor playing in front of you. We had great battles on the court, not too many, but for me it was it was an honor sharing the court, practicing, playing matches in the locker, and now seeing you watching my matches. For me, it's just a privilege, and thank you very much for being here. And then, you know, everyone who made this tournament possible. As I said many times, I think this tournament is it's a great tournament for the players. I think the side here is amazing. Every year making upgrades to make us, you know, feel comfortable. So I just appreciate and really grateful for everything you're doing, you know, for us. Just really happy to come, you know, every year. So it's an honor to playing here in Melbourne every year, and I think that privilege is because the love that I'm receiving every year that I come. It's a great support, a great love, not only in the matches, but every time that I step on the court for the practices, I just felt the love from the people. So I just want to say thank you very much for pushing me in the top. For pushing me in the tough moments during the matches. All I can say is thank you very much, and I can't wait to come back next year. Thank you.
Day 15 marks the closing chapter of the Australian Open 2026. The curtains fall in Melbourne after a men's final worthy of the moment. Carlos Alcaraz fights back from a lost opening set to lift the trophy and complete the full set of all 4 Grand Slam singles crowns. History sealed, Champions crown, and memories made. From Melbourne Park, the season's first major is officially closed. We'll see you again at the next tournament.